Now we have done this example. A bowler has recorded number of wickets he has to take in each of the last 30 innings. Alright, so we have already drawn a graph, not a graph, but a frequency table. Number of wickets to frequency. Okay, first thing we have to do is read the question. We have to construct a dot plot. Now a dot plot here is very similar to a column graph, but it is only different in terms of how you represent it. So again, we have drawn our x and y as usual. The y-axis is our frequency. Our x-axis is the number of wickets. Okay, and we start with 0. Of course, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and also 7. Okay. Now, what we need to do with the dot plots is just basically this. How many wickets do we have if they have taken 0 wickets? What's the frequency? 5. So with the dot plots, rather than writing 5 on the y-axis, we just draw the dots, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That's a dot plot. How about 1? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. How many do we have for 2 wickets? Hello? 7. Thank you, Nathan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. How many do we have for 3? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many we have for 4? 1, 2, and 3. How many do we have for 5? How many do we have for 6? How many do we have for 7? How many do we have for 8? If someone says 4, I'll tell you what, your counting is so bad. Go back to year 7. Okay? But anyway, guys, this is basically the dot plot that we have plotted. Alright? That is for the first one. Now, let us comment on the distribution, positive, negative, skew, or symmetric of the data, noting outliers if there are any outliers that we have here. Okay, so basically to comment on that, we will still draw that line going down here, and there we go. Okay, so what can we comment about the distribution? What do you reckon? Yep, I heard positive distribution from you guys. Good. So it is positively distributed. Is it symmetrical or not symmetrical? It's not symmetrical. Good. Any outliers, do you reckon? 6 and 7, the number of wickets. Yep. So potentially this will be our outlier, but again, it's not really an outlier. I mean, you might think of it, it's not really an outlier because it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just nice. So if we think that this is an outlier, it's actually not an outlier, alright? Because it's part of the data. And also if you look at the number of wickets, it's from 0 to 7, alright? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and from there, you'll be able to analyze based on that. It's unlike the other one where 5, 6, 7, and 8 are mostly concentrated in, alright? Here, it is still part of the data being distributed. Okay? All good with that? If it's good with that, then you have understood, and this is actually the first part of the topic. Alright? So let me stop this recording first.